na endra debate bi cause of parliament na debate cause of parliament no efa ade bi a ye friend 24-hour economy ho na mampani mahama eba ye pe eno say wa appoint Gusitano say oye senior presidential advisor on 24-hour economy eno dina kwakwo tena Jubilee House eno waji akatua whole 1 year 24-hour economy no ye hu ehun popo e bia na nui aban parliament bai aban the krata akwato parliament say okwa akwoti 24-hour economic secretariat and 24-hour economics authority na odi krata ne ko bill ne koto ho no and chiransa na yeso de 24-hour economic policy e de echo dom kuma no ahwem dom kuma no hwemu no omo say bosha aban wodi share Ghana fo no enye eho krata e na wodi abai amendra eye chinje so e parliament na nyasem ketwa na 24-hour economy no abria 2024 election NDC for kan wasem no ye catch on say 24-hour economy enye policy eyade bia eye demand driven enti ye tigai sameton eyi engo na se nipa saline so mbetongo a na se nipa na etuntwa ya me mpamo omo se omunkofi na me koda and what I would do ni say me fa nipa ni bia kame ho na me bra no maton na najo ade chan anopa na me so maba no musukofi and 24-hour economy no sa na sitie NDC for catch say dabi omo de 24-hour economy ni ba no omo wo formula bi omo de ba ye friend no formula 133 na formula 133 no ase ne say adwuma baako enipa miensa shift miensa enti say ofa teacher fo a e be fa nipa miensa classroom bia e bia ko kira dia no pa eye 8 to be 4 e bi nso akọ efi 4 e be ya na adwu be 12 say 1 na obi nso abeto aso abesi anopa saa no mbeye no enti omo de saa die wei etu nkrofo tirim in fact edu ba bi kro mo ye advert say omama bank nyina ebie anopa mampani mahama kasa eda wo mo pa omo manifesto hontuma no okogina ho kan say oba obama disco any night club nyina aye adwuma 24/7 ne kan say ente se mampani mahama adwene mu no awia sei anopa sei nyina na say night club no ejina so enti awia kete ko 24 hours edie na say awio anopa anadwo na ejina so tie bisa say mampani mahama wo si discotheque any night clubs nyina no 24 hours on be adwuma enti abere ben enom be kwakoye adwuma so ye kan si da bi enti 24 hours mampani mahama e ka kire se banks nyina be bie aye adwuma 24 hours enti oba obefa ni padodo enti ye bisa questions se ene ye public sector wage bill no sika eri tu omka no eto a ye gigi no ye de 60 to 70% ene tu abadwuma ye foka enti ene doctor for bitifie nurse for tisifie teacher for we school tifie ye form adwuma because ye ni sika ye de betu omoka mampani mama se mo boa me ba me fa mu nyina na ma che shift ne miensa na me de ama wo mu o ka hwe mabun nti mabun ekoto ama aba e de ama NDC ena afa de oba ba mu a fa 24-hour economy ne bra wo de wada fa 24-hour economy ne bra adwuma baako shift miensa enipa miensa fa adwuma ne bra o wada o ba ye wa ba yi nipa mo ba 30,000 adi e de afi adwuma mu because MPP for the far mu esi edin katia ka kire se omo de omo ba weather for any omo a omo ye light adwuma organizers na de nyina no se o pekane a efo a o be ye adwuma na dwo o ye adwuma na dwo a o benya kane a efo na o de aye adwuma mo a mo pese mo ye adwuma na mo nya kane a ne bo anya din mo be ye adwuma na dwo mo nya kane a efo sherin katia kasa no me no kasa NDC ba bem last year first quarter auto kania bomu by 14.57% just patcho calculate mami first quarter no auto kania bomu 14.57%. Second quarter auto kania bomu 2.45%. Third quarter auto kania bomu 1.14%. And the last quarter no auto mu 9.8%. kikabom so say saying first quarter no 14.75, second quarter 2.45, third quarter 1.14, and the last quarter no or 8.9 and 9.8%. Eti sa otubo kakane nyina abomu a yesi wantimi an calculate you na wafa pen bo phone so e na me pentem kwam yesi yesi de no ha homete me ka mo se me haje me say first quarter ni 14.75, second quarter ni 2.14, 2.45 sorry, and na third quarter no otokane abomu 1.14, and na last quarter no or 9.8. Eti okabo munya saying 9.8. Unya saying 28.95. Eti NDC aban ne baye I see din katia say or be tikane aboso na mo amoye organizers mo amoye efense worlders ene mo amonua iron rods ni ade manya kanea e4 na mo de aye adwuma no NDC baye in a single year also to 28.9, 28.95 to 29%, and NDC baye or they are two kanea boom. And tiene blogger to say Zion Felix or see a kufuado breso say otokania 1,000 it made bosun mienu actually be abosun mi ensa ansa na asa NDC baye what 1,000 a day 4 days aboro so 5 days na 1,000 cedis no na asa be say din ketia ka kire say wo pe kanea e4 now they are here adwuma 24-hour economy same jamfi John Mahama eno ne bosha wo mo de hye na me tumra na ma kire osienti me pa cho yenkofa NDC 24-hour economy promise no said the almost the promise Ghana for no yenkofa na financial for na mo hade
dia yaba ne say abai 24-hour economy no dia yaba ne say
I reckon pacho shawa yi no so me the NDC 24-hour economy e de etosuma fa na financial for so that the T4 can follow our discussion. Yes,
24-hour economy no dia yaba ne say abai ebetwa electricity boa ewo fam kura e de ama enyumayefo a mo beba adwuma anajo no mabeya adwuma enti mo amoye fundraise mo amoye welders mo amokura eka sene ne amanema mo hia electricity pa no mo penufo na mo adwuma emfaso abamu a mo be sign na mo ba adwuma anajo use electricity a na ne boa ede akofom wo mo ya iron rods ene ya mo use anyama wode kese no mo be ye mo adwuma anajo a wo be hu se anyama wode bo be kofom pa aboamo ama mo anya mfaso na maburu no so wo mo anya adwuma aye enti abana nteni a kire 24-hour economy num na mujitumu a eno aye game changer ewo oman Ghana
3 shifts every day. Hospitality industry, restaurants, discotheques, nightclubs, our hotels, 24/7, 24 hours a day.
We have a formula for the 24-hour economy, and it's a very simple one. Formula 1-3-3. Same job, 3 people, 3 shifts. So when we say 24-hour economy, guys, you respond by saying formula 1-3-3. Can we do this? Youth, can we do this? 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy.
If you are hearing about the 24-hour economy initiative for the first time, or you are pretending that you do not know what it is about, please cock your ears now and listen to me explain it again. This is a policy that is not peculiar only to Ghana. A 24-hour economy will enable one job to be shared across 3 shifts and employ 3 persons, providing job opportunities for 3 workers instead of 1. And that is what my intelligent, eloquent, younger sister, or should I say my daughter, explained as 1-3-3. This policy aims to drive economic growth, improve service delivery, and create jobs in both the public and private sectors, and will prioritize the needs of our young people. And for the policy to thrive, the government will have to invest in security and public safety measures, including recruiting additional personnel, enhancing street lighting to promote nighttime economic activity. Essential components of the public sector's 24-hour service, that is for the public sector, would include a 24-hour ports and harbor, 24-hour customs service, 24-hour banking service, 24-hour vehicle licensing service.
All right, so Abusia, where ye Mampani John Dramani Mahama, and in the NDC 4. Bosha omodo share Ghana for about 24-hour economy. NDC ba bemui. Afe ba ko bosome mienum emu ne yewure. Abaya adwuma ye for kra na ya form adwuma mu no. Ebi aye adwuma bosome dumiensa. Ebi dumienu, ebi dunum. NDC 4 ntimi ntu omoka. Enti eno ne ye bi say NDC 4 say sa formula 133 no da ben na modeba. Da ben ena mo be ye adwuma mo be bie enwuma na mo kaso be bie no ame nipa nya bia ye Mampani Mahama banks now kaso be bie adwuma 24 hours no a wo ma DK bi advert say wakọ bank na ju 2 am akoyi sika no da ben ena sa banks no bie Ghana Commercial Bank da ben na obie 2 am da ben na Societe Generale no omo bie 2 am no makoyi sika Ghana for bisa what can say night clubs any discotheque ebe adwuma 24 hours. And he expect to say we night club be a no na bie na eye adwuma no pay because 24-hour economy ye home. Esi din katia wo ka kire say ye per 24-hour economy a ye ntuma NDC mo be ma ye kanea e4 sana kan ye wo be kanea e4 na mo de am adwuma nya ho fa so a 24-hour economy ye beti kanea so mo ba ye in a year matu kanea mu 29%. Ti da bena kanea e4 no da bena eba. And then you can trust the minority in parliament. And starting from Kojo Pankruma or say unnecessary. You say sa 24-hour economy authority na eba no very useless. And the reason why unnecessary ne say ye be create another bureaucracy. Ye be 24-hour economy authority. Near for CEO, deputy CEOs, yafa corporate affairs director, yafa HR, yafa accountant, yafa procurement officer, yafa cleaner, yafa say, ni yafa party phone kwa kuguo, ni the Ghana bicycle taxpayers money, ni the tuya omoka in the name of 24-hour economy, and nothing will come out of it. A bogus, a waste of everybody's time, a useless of state resources. And I agree with Kojo Pankruma, won't you more demand? Then Abuja follows this out. Say, Osha Ghana football 133 after 4 years. The only job what Ghana has say ya 133 Speaker of Parliament akunya. And no pe ena kunya baako enipa miensa etiso. Me yanko Parliament nendra yanko share the argument of the minority. Ojo upon Kruma Abuja po. It was very interesting debate. Yanko ko heka kramra.
Respectfully, that a 24-hour economy authority is totally unnecessary for the purposes of delivering a 24-hour economy. And we say this with great respect. We don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Mr. Speaker, 6 of the biggest cities that operate 24-hour economies, New York, Tokyo, London, Bangkok, Dubai, Berlin, none of them started off with a 24-hour economy authority. In fact, it's only London that has a commission years after the fact to attempt to support the functioning of a 24-hour economy. What this bill does, contrary to what it advertises to the youth in this country, that the government promised a 24-hour economy and they've brought the law for the 24-hour economy. What this bill actually does is that it sets up a bureaucracy, an authority with a chief executive, an internal auditor, hundreds of staff, board. They're going to ask for a budget and spend. But with the greatest of respect, this authority does not deliver a 24-hour economy in any way. And so, Mr. Speaker, if anybody is under the illusion that what the government has done is to bring a bill that will give life to the 24-hour economy, we would like to serve notice, and notice is hereby served. This bill does not deliver a 24-hour economy. It only sets up an authority, a new bureaucracy, which will not deliver a 24-hour economy.
It will not affect the suffering unemployed youth. It will not affect the unemployed youth in Bolagatanga, to Keta, to across the length and breadth of our country. It will not. That's what I want to conclude by submitting. And I do so forcefully. That 11 months into the NDC administration, their flagship program of 24-hour economy, 133 formula, 3 shifts for the unemployed Ghanaian youth, 8 hourly difference. The only job that is 24-hour today that has 3 people doing the job is the office of the Speaker of Parliament.
Why are you trying to speak for 24 hours?
Mr. Speaker, you should only your job, that is 133. It's the only job that is 133. The office, the job of Speaker of Parliament is the job where you have Right Honorable Abin Babin do 1 shift, and you yourself, Mr. Speaker, Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker, do the 2nd shift, and the second Deputy Speaker does the 3rd shift. The only job in Ghana that is 133 is the job of the Speaker of Parliament. But no, that is not 24 hours, and that is not 8-hourly shift. You don't do 8-hourly shift, Mr. Speaker. This is another gimmickry.
All right, so Samuel Abujinapo and Motenika earlier Moti Kujo Ponkruma. So clearly, no, the NDC government, NDC Ghanaians, who can't throw NDC government, you need a crunch the Ghana for. And in ne, won't mean to a cocoa for cano. And ne, won't mean to a cocoa for car. And ne, won't mean to a teacher for car. Tia Bisane say, 133 no, I will hefa. 1 job, 3 shift, 3 people no. The supposed 24-hour economy no 14 months into the NDC government and yet your Muhammad catch say free SHS secretariat useless no when to me and Chem or buyer or say Northern Development Authority, Middle Belt Development Authority, any Coastal Belt Development Authority no useless into a chum. Adenti no person or create another useless entity in the name of 24-hour economic authority. A very bogus, a very useless, a serving no interest of the Ghanaian youth. Now a total waste of taxpayers' money. And I don't think say Parliament ejitum no mo create another opportunity for your mama. Anopay and then they work room.
Ebede nyame asese onso me kwenya. Na yaba betena se ehon kwani ehode ode ama ye sumyebo tie dan so ase ensem na wodi tu dwafia no pano a hwa ase meda omampani mahama epaw randi abise oyesi okoko board enam se we need the worst appointment here Ghana yenya 4th republic no mampani bia ye we here clear example of putting square pegs in round holes. Randy Abi appointment, any appointment full power president biya no Ghana ha. Appointment full power president biya since 1992. Ebesine aye Randy Abi appointment.
Adentia.
How Saudi Randy Abi koye koko board CEO. Obi a woni koko se de sidua koko. Obi a woni se de sifre koko so.
Oh so am be catch you say managerial
Managerial. Say enipa no ni mu a ana hu woni aye adwuma no mobro. What me manage ni ye.
Oh, okay.
Ku adwuma nyadwuma ketua wo. Bako akwaje wasase. Wo be start ya do kwaye. Uwie wabunua. Wa pebre twetwe nua no mo ahwe atwa ma wo. Wo di jatumu ahye. Wo hyiwie na sanhye yi a wasa akopam so. Na wawie no, wakodua koko mankitinkiti te se de wudua mo. Na enyini no, wasa ada ne bodam ni akotwe sika sa akotwitwa de wa wudua no bia to agu. Kosi se koko ebenyini be so. Wuti koko a adwuma din ba kono no utiri hwe wiemu sa obebre
na watia wi asasa
asasa kogu aboye wakobo waburi wakotua begu apaso
o se ni yinim e o de dade sika abukoko ma twa open
ebi twa pa
ti so mu di dua na ebo yen fa sika no
yes sika na edibo
na e sika ko bo ma sika twa nipa
twa koko no twa unsa enya ize
ni nyina
na wasua koko na kuma koko krachi na afi aban se wontu aka eno ene ade a ahadwene
na wonim ne ya wo aban entimi ntua koko adwumayefo ka no Randiabe ato Land Cruisers 4 ama ono enye ne deputies wasan ato yesi Toyota Hilux pickups enso mako 110
ade ama regional district
ono ne managers no ene adu bolupene no ena ebe yusu wato Land Cruisers 4 a wo betre no ode ka ayakunya
amono asim
roba hye ho
asim
ade asim owie wasan to pickups emono mako 110 miwa koko akuafo no a edo koko no
omunya omusika na se wo ye NDC ni na wo kaseti ya na kufuado se otu kwan a na konyo sika mu na Randiabe dia de wan kasenti nya me betua wo pa so ye NDC ni na kaseti ya na kufuado president ya omani nyina hye ni nsa se wo ko ba bia na konyo sika mu na se Randiabe wantimi an kasenti ya na wuni pa konya me betua wo pa abra ahunyehi ba o mamu no MPP aban aye se ahunyehi aba enti se yehwe na ye boa Ghana fo aminche evangelist Freda kon Bible Study and Prayer Group Center trapatela na oni medi nkomo na dawro se aturenchem to oman no na enema sayi a na ahokyere ba aban no ende so timamufu asene said the Bena young calling him. And in the heat of COVID-19, no, and Russia Ukraine war, no, Nanado who said Asamaki, where I saw man who have a pesica. Now, what the abua or my mano? I don't know what I say. Sir, economy say, yeah. Yen quite be fast with the assassination for 9 years. But any pewua, yen won't be yet. And the end a crabby of a fast swap. Obeji Ghana from Quano, Obeji Nature. Yes, man. Enti amaya mu musika. Ti say Italy, Japan, Russia, China, mkrofo ayi COVID-19 ku omo no. Na Ghana for your bambo. If say deliberately no, aban no mampani yes obebo ye ho ban. Enti opesika de kra no bai, opesika de kra ne ma hu behia ye bre ye. Wase adwuma fo mu ntire fie ma mentwa moka. O man na be pesika twa moka. Enti say kokoo no mo propaganda mo be ye ni sidi ho no amamu ntimi ntua kokoo fo ka mo nkopa bosia na mo fa so ntua moka ti se de na nado kopa bosia e de hwe Ghana fo bra na enya dwuma so na otua yeka na o me ye nsuo ne nkane afiri no President Mahama ni NDC fo nkopa sika na mo fa ntua kokoo akuafo no eka ma mo nya o magin so meti kokoo so na me de ya ntwima wo no mo
ana omu nyom beti so mu
ka enka ye baba Jubilee House ho
omu nyom beti so
akuafo wa Ghana nyina ba gibum aba Jubilee House
omu nya beti so
because many Freddy yanti kokoo bo so da wo
omu nyom beti so
many Freddy yanti kokoo bo so da bia kosoro enti se wo ba
o promise almost 6,000
now ba na ba mamo 3,006 na 3,006 so sa beti so ene akuafo nke no be kan bi pa
na Eric Machoma send you video bi akoa bi a o kokoo kwani o message ema Randiabe na me sa the message no there anya me na me ka bat message no ho
good
o hatan koko eyi mu adwuma e na o the message no ama ya se eju there yenkohwa ade mra
otisuru o solo se okoko board anto na discussion asia otisuru o solo se okoko board anto na discussion koko board pa inform tisuru no munum milo se mwa omunum kwa fa ata koko omunum kwa fa ata koko adompo mumlebi uya maba num milo sa mwa yanjimi mama milo bwa de mama bile bwa de nkofo so koto milo because omutu num milo se mwanti okwana fa ICD a on kan wo hwe on trem to so no after sa asia otisuru osolo so cocoa board and so na discard chen cocoa board pay for mo tituro no mo numilo se mwa omunum kwa fa sa ta cocoa omunum kwa fa sa ta cocoa adom po mumlebi wiya maba numilo sa mwa yenjimi mama milo boy de mama bile boy de nkofo to koto mula because omutu numilo se muanti okwana fa ICD a on kan wo hwe on trend to so no after sa
na don't say
agora dia bro
o do koko pa o timi ntomilo na atuna da pecha na asema okan no ye no kwese munnim se ne hata koko kura ebi ne rande aba asema okan
adwuma ya oye je oye sese no
mo ahomete pa
ne adwuma ni nyina wo se botu koko no dana ade abegu apa no so no aye ayi pacha no na wo ya yimu ewura no kosi se ehu betwa no eno ni adwuma no din na wo ye we nyina wie na de koko no koma koko krache no to wie a ni ate paper mo na hye wonzem enti rande abedie se president Mahama pese ekuafo akoma to meyemo a eso opam no free cocoa board ho
so opam no
free cocoa board ho ten because ne suni mfa so bia
say bia na nye rande abia bia na free aban no a nti no ntimi kan ho hwe no because aban no na say economy no and or the populism say economy ne ho ache no ntimi ntu aka nti ho asem wo ho
kwa akuafo no de mesre akuafo hina mo Ghana nyina mo nhia
eso mo ye demonstration
na mo abo akuafo nyina no mran kran ha yenso ye akuafo no bia be pie nkran ye bedi mo achi ni akojubili house akoye demonstration kase pa binsida asa akuafo ye demonstration a ewiase akra binsida because the Mahama ye no binsi wiase da
na mo te kran discount to talk cars
akese
Land Cruisers
na piani no
pickups edem
ana papa yi kase aduro kra de be piti kokoro so mumra bi moti ya discount to talk cars akese
Land Cruisers
in fact abanfon de yanya bi o
yesi mo nkoto gold a mo nkoto gold a maboka koto koko nso ana ya asa
Mahama ya na ni yosi wa tu chika ma obi ni chika otutu mankrofo na se bi ato no kase ya protection so ya tomboka na the ton protection boka ani the ton sika boka ho na ekofini the ton protection boka
akra ye feska sika kra wa
moka the ton protection boka
ani the ton
gold boka de na ekofini ene the ton gold boka no ona ni suni mfaso because gold ukoton boka dia usuni mfaso abada sifra obi timba no no okọ no ba bi odi aya agro ofe obetwina o mfama na akoboka na gold dia
apotesyon mu free o
ye free pa potesi
me na menim papa bi a otimi kotwaja na wakoton onye ska no da koma potesi wura no
so
na odi scandal ho no onum ne kakra okobaro abenum okobaro betwa bia
esa odi sika no besa
na wasan kotwaja na akoton no de abeto potesi wura no ho
ne so de o ye ne hie nye yi otimi njai
abisa okay to answer that
24-hour economy 1 year electricity increment 29%. Abra to renche bi anto Ghana. Na do dan kwakufu ado ba ya ne Ghana mpo den sa abre no. Wotinkani aso. Covid ba ye na ahokyere ba no ya anto nkani emu. Enne mo aba na afedie mo to nkani emu sa afeba 29%. Mo da Ghana fo ama. Chese mu fa Ghana fo se yenim nyansa. Eno bi na MPP primaries no na enipa no bi pese o mo ye no. Wo ma hunu se NDC fo da Ghana fo nyan to me so be da Ghana fo. O me be ba me mu sei mo feel force ba me mbosia me kire mo say oh na MPP delegates mo ya de. Se mo fall for that in ada no. E me buru am kwato aba ma Mahama ni NDC dodo na aye because of the 24-hour economy. Ena meburu no ejina so to aba. If you say me tifie me nya adwuma anye na obi say morning show ya ye yabaya no 3 times a day enti dawro da sebre jesi godon yabaya ye de ewia na another set aba no mo so abaye enti nipa 9 penen ke baye no yebenya nipa 12 amoma ya ebele ni nipa 12 aba ema wo ye wie ye no mo achechom se eye krokro de jon adanko da do yi enti eye ye nyina ya to ma wi mu na almost enjoy goodwill. I feel we be chemuno. And the Ghana for who be a John Mahama NDC. I do man a quapoto. And you can't be quaco a year to come peppermoon.
Enyina ebehum. I was a high movement in the morning. Won't to me radio and put a said your mama too. And it's Movement TV. They're live on Facebook, you're live on YouTube. Movement TV on Facebook, Movement TV on YouTube. Okwa no one like no one share. Na weja comment na ya kinkan ede amount. Na that's it.
Yeah.
What do you say okuja to ablakwa? Oso wa ya na nyi son kan okreda.
No dey. No kreda. Hey.
When you so okuja to ablakwa na adwen say onye no kre abonsa ho.
Se okuja to betumi aka no kre a asofo no sigi se kramite mi tu. Bewa. Asofo no share come say obi be wini primary. Was it this kramite mi enya ntabatu?
I say Dr. Bawumia ebe wini ya. He say kramanya mo ya atensemu.
So this kramite mi nya ntabatu. Ansana Dr. Bawumia timi awini. E do go to tabla ko beka no kra this kramanya ntabatu.
Etu ansana
wotimi aka no kra na sapa no kra de. Wonu na bonsa ho.
Okuja to no.
Okuja to. Ompe no kra.
Say no kra de.
Okay.
Okuja to be catch Ghana for say. I say obai na mo mampani mama wa Zambia.
Yeah.
Na
okoshe mata de ko ya bo muhuru no.
Yes obatakari no ko say e no so ahye bra.
I so ahye mata de no muhuru no.
Hey. Na okwae no enum ko share Ghanaian community o. Na as usual Okuja to akodi ntro. Say number your mama Ghana passport no ayesronkom. One of the most you see word be a year passport I say if you are nyina respecting na me bisa say NDC buy then omre passport
mobile mo fa hwe me kan passport yi ho
ma me shela ayekobotwi share oni ne C.ry ayekobotwi ena ohwema passport no ye ni say ye na biometric passport na ya man features ebetimi aiden meet international standard Ibiem kra no almost sign crowd signed by say or ya chip embedded passport. To Ghana passport no ya the chip ebeshim. O for Ghana card na. Ubon say chip shim. Ha, ten friend say a chip embedded. Tino Ghana passport no so no say ya ekobotwi start ya na oye ne sa. Eno kra kan ho bi ne ma opeja passport ne bumu a. Ye be kan wa ha wanti NDC for ba ma ba betiso. Yo, eno kwatwen ten. Okuja to ba ibiem a o say han afei die omobaye omasensan agreement bebrea visa free country mampani mahama eba ye nko ayenya kra amo ye be 15 omode aba enom ne ade ma yen ko hwe Okuja to video imra na me ba menka siminchro ma yen ko hwe imra.
Ghanaian passport is one of the most valuable. You've seen all the rankings. Other countries are putting pressure on their presidents, teasing their president. On social media, it's very interesting. There's a particular country that say they want to borrow a president for just 1 week. You know, so we now have about 50. We now have about 50 countries that with the visas that you can travel to. And since independence, since 1957, if President Mahama alone has done 15, imagine if all his predecessors were doing that. And at this rate, by the time he leaves office, we may be approaching 70 or 80 countries. Visa waiver agreements and dignified travel by Ghanaians.
All right, so where Samuel Okuja to Ablakwa Dasibre, or say the Ghanaian passport, one of the most valuable passports in the world. It means that the Kufuadra buying because NDC buy Omunya Ghanaian passport nefe, a NPP are buying under C.ry Ayekobotwi, and the Commonwealth on the head, on a Ghana passport, the most valuable passport in the world. A BM on one of the biometric buy, on one of the chip embedded passport near the buy, a C.ry Ayekobotwi, and now create passport centers. Ewa baby and they be New Ghana. Can you know like a passport center in Crampe? And you could me passport, me a Wokofodia, Abana Wokofodia, and then people are buying. Obi only baby a passport office one. I'm no more Nadmu for Dynamo. I was Senate and Chim Honum, meaning so much for dear. And oh, ye be war Kumasi. ɛna ɔmo yɛ bi wɔ sɛ Cape Coast ne Tamale ne Sunyan ne adeɛ ansa na Accra dictator so nso bi san wɔ hɔ danse bɛ ɛno akyi no ɛnyɛ no kura da sɛ mampani Mahama ɛna aba ma countries dodoɔ ɛtimi Ghana ne ɔmo atimi assign ɛnya visa free agreement me patro Eric me send a list bi ma saa krataa yi no on the 10th of May 2022 patro biemu kakra na yɛnhwɛ ade with all apologies na hesojiri biemu ɛnɛ nso yɛ fiada kama pa na ɔhwɛ krataa yi a wo bohu sɛ Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration and a motor krataa free date ni 10th May 2022 and Odiaba or say countries with mutual visa exemptions agreement with the Republic of Ghana. I have the honor to inform you of the list of countries with which Ghana has executed agreement on mutual visa exemptions for categories of passport holders is as indicated below. 1. The country of Barbados. And to Ghana, you have visa, different type of visa means. You have the normal visa, you have the service visa, and you have the diplomatic, different types of passport. Yeah. You have the service passport, you have diplomatic passport, and you have the service passport. And we know also all visas biano. First one Barbados, Nina, into Brazil. We're here for the diplomatic and the service. Offer the third country na here, People's Republic of China and so an exemption for diplomatic and service. Offer the People's Republic of Germany and also diplomatic and service. Offer the Federal the Hong Kong so also need the for diplomatic in Kwan. Mauritius for all passports. Republic of Seychelles need the for all passports. Republic of South Africa for diplomatic and service. Republic of Sudan diplomatic and service. Republic of Turkey for diplomatic passport. Kenya for all passport. And Lesotho and for all. Afi Namibia and for diplomatic and service. Tanzania and all. Trinidad and Tobago all. Singapore all passport. Zimbabwe all passport. Jamaica all passports. And Rwanda and for all. And Hungary, any India, any Equatorial Guinea, for service and diplomatic passport. Yenfa the next one. Na yenfa chere eti phone so na eti for ihu. So the other one no habra o de oba from kakra betimi ehuni yim. And also the 25th one no Kingdom of Morocco, any Federation of Saint Christopher and then Nevis. How much they say diplomatic and enti about 33 countries before some people be fear ben mono. Na omoni Ghana ewo some level of agreement. I omotro edi become my interior minister, edi be comptroller general of the Ghana Immigration Service no money ade. Enti okuja ta black me da so betime ye firo. Enti obeto sa ne ma we nyina awia. No abegina ho atumfutu Ghana fo ani. No wakenkan tsenia John Mahama ban ne bae no na waye bibia eburo so bia.
Nawru we sadi we Yama visa waiver ni nyama wi. Me to me. Me unu say ewu hia bebre sin nyama bi. Because visa waiver no ye dwane free e mamu ne yakopɛ akodi pa ba bi. Enti ayese e benya de but enya de no na sese ye di boast to say ya de. In any case, was it Ghana omo yenya 50 enti wode san homrane. Meanwhile enyanado na de mutetetere bae. Enti Ghana for wunu say sempo saade na bibia say de 2 year ho a omba 17 omde abeka ho say 50 na wo kane no kra. Because the download the chair ya mobi ahunu say ansa na MPP be fra ba mu no na 33 countries sa visa waiver no na ye no more that agreement. Enti se na akodu 50 a enye okoje to abla kwa mo ene Mahama na de bae. Okay. Na nado initially I could be na de bae.
Enti passport no say aye valuable passport no. Na nado no de bae. Osikwekum, you people are really helping the party you are the first person or a station who raised the issue of cocoa farmers. Or say I am Jones Appenting. My sister is Rose Appenting. I met you for the okay. So my rose happened. And in Nia be man they call honey shiano. And in fact, cocoa issue no say I consistent if it day one. And midi kind ecofa wansem at the buy. Na cocoa so dear.
I say you
see a nya capet. And it's a cocoa no good policy bag. Because someone do cocoa bottle a fertilizer bottle. Any more china, if you want a good policy bag. Now, yeah, the echo. My uncle, what can say? A bind that I knew a tremono. Any cocoa board that I knew a tremono. And I mean, or munti minti a cocoa foca. Now, Openia, cocoa board, that I need tremo now, Casamomo, a fifi boafo. Good. Any fifi in Comocacra. When in a book or dear.
I'm not on the room where I'm part also.
Yanko Padaruma. Yenso so ye ho ye papa na me hu say why you post bi on Facebook and pay ma kenkan ha about cars bi a o makakoto but before say be duru ho no NDC aban no aka say ye mo hye bi a manye ni yi etina ma ona mu ntimi ntokoko ntu akuafo ka sa asem yi no kura bi wom
dero me da say the NDC aban ye no ontumi na da obia da ontumi na da obia ne se ma mewu na so wada de ti bia no ade ebesa ye America so ontumi na da obia ne se de ama ya bedu sampempen so e ne ma mensa ade ma mensa ne didi kan e ya manyo sema ye di kuku tonne ton e di aye wo ye me mu hase na yo kwan a ye faso e di ton kuku na brand this you position o maka feti aye sa kwan na ni ani se kuku no ati se gadi bi a wo ton ade bi a ni bua ni ton na ya ana fere to ede intina kuku board ofi ase ansa na fene beso kra no o ton kuku no nkakra nti enko bese bibi beso ana kuku ni nyina no egu ho afi na opese wo ton na ebu so ma atofo no ebe boss life the first contract no e de condition syndication but as syndication ni dan sense wa ne boy and ma fi to fi se kuku ni se de ma me bu so nti no focus na say it helps us in spreading risk and the voices are she na yen she papa na emwa o man no nti yenyan aso na ya goro ana manyosem ampani ampa mo baaye no sa kwan na faso bi ton kuku no o magyae enenu na aka homa kuku no sisi no edu eda yensu sisi ya yentumi nton etosu yinu eyentokronfu bi amfaso ni so a kuku board mpanifo ede omo ho ede akogim enu ka ho bi
omone hi for na ekon
omo na ekon chief executive of that kuku board ano Dr. Randiabi and a managing director of that kuku marketing company ano abranti de se no wisdom mampenim so so ko fa ni fra bruchiri and what the buy NDC ni abranti na kuku board de jisi mu no a free I could say person in fact a free we gala mo person where ba be do honorable as they could say we are 24 feet Dr. Puni honorable boy he need do mo person have been no kuku board chief executive only penny power adwumani near war near be the chief for near director for etwaso the kuku marketing company no because the managing director can director for any adwumani enti ono le de edwumayefo na na ye se bibia na de mawo in fact Dr. Abi bae no kra no o ma sa director for no ba ko etche edwuma no so bi po ho da de reviews so MPP nti ma ne tena nti e de foforo bae so bo te ho da kra eti motoke wi na ni kuku board o ti pa na Randy Abi appointing say another what promotion na be managing director of kuku board no on free onko na president amon krata so mra be managing director kuku board obaya
kuku marketing company
kuku marketing company yes obaya o Randy be catch o Matias you o president na do buy me so president na dem buy in so wa say udi men si ni men si in titali family no we si ni ya elsere obi ese ni nua wo mu na Doesn't come more common talk about the income, the Romanian medium fire. Also about the fire. About the fire, when they say, a human crab to be a fair executive committee. A hawk, any Kukusia, any access a cuckoo, Yanton, the Bussy, Yanton, the Bussy, and I Yam Father Bussy and Kugaso. It sounds like a new Kun to Quentino, Sir, Nitino, and Maso, a Basson's woman to make about Papa Biao. Now the Aqua Queen, the answer, and I'm the Basson, the answer say, and what affected the ability to predict the market. Predicting the market, means say, oh, the Kukuno, Yetono, the born in Yafa, that the BNA 8,000, I bet in 8,005, I bet in about 8,000 to the BNA 9,000, sir. It is our marketing for no more, or multi say, oh, Osha said, we are say, and Yama was a movie, they call this into product, we maybe a cocoa may suffer, and now, oh, they say now they want to go into commodities, into cocoa board between up and so let's stick to cocoa board. And so that's how they guide you, and you are able to sell. When you say, yeah, announced cocoa price, no, the world market price was over $8,000. And you'll be asking and say, so what market price over $8,000? A buying so boa or the make your phone, you're the in so Eddie say bono, $5,040. And already in so and the make your phone. I buy when you also at the end of Woton, Oberbo can now 5,040. There will at the end of why you told Gaman so no, Okaton, Obetia sign contract 8,000. Then away. So, we don't pass over $3,000.
Yes.
Omanton. And no matter now what in to Quanin in Husa, Abepimende. And then they become a bonus and a bonus 4,000.
Hey, it's a half coat.
Half coat.
I see.
I bet you 4,000. I say no many aboms say, hey, and to come on here, Kushas, born a baby, I bedroom. If you say, okay, so cotton cuckoo, Biana, cuckoo, the cocoton, we have 5,000. Also, the Mercury in now the chair cuckoo, the hawker. It's your bomb also. There will cocoa over 300,000 metric tons with them are into Minton. Cocoa only be work for it be our license buying companies in the world. And this is where we are. If you say now I bought muscle and cocoa is one cotton. Over then when it's Canada, you know.
There be union scam.
And if you just come from Mequenina, no about no original and say, oh, there be 24 that on the boca, syndication, the chrome, you know, and look, I won't be to me a young trop. So, cut a syndication now. Almost we get syndication to me. Last year, yeah, syndication, there be a syndication. Last year, I took Coco.
Yes.
And then no crown yes, I be MPP, MPP, MPP starts here from September to January. Every January from September. NDC for your number what we talk Coco. And so because was a syndication any wanting to me to Coco. I didn't allow them to be to Coco. Among Kano Cren, and normal Kano Cre, and Sregana for. Now, only the Omai, South Ghana and these are boss on me, but I thought I made a bit slim. Now, Ubi Tia will be born as uncle free at the idea. There. So you have to born and 8,000.
Okay, sending them 8,000. And they say I will do 4,000.
I will do 4,300. It's what the young fan and put say, and so yeah, and then no 3,000. There will maybe maybe I couldn't tell you calculator. I'm a calculator.
I'm a calculator.
It's good for 3,000. So I could be on price as
by 3,000.
Multiply 3,000 by cocoa. Do I into me to already? My catch was here was 300,000 metric tons. I think that the other bet your neighbor. It would be multiplying. You have said 500,000 metric tons.
Okay.
And I catch it I beton. Into multiply 3,000 by 500,000 metric tons. But you nothing.
But Ubenya 1.5.
1.5 billion.
1.5 billion, yes.
And that decision are almost taking, you know, a car and they bring
1.5 billion.
About $1.5 billion.
Wow.
But Ghanaian DOT multiplies our 1.5 billion by the exchange rate.
That's what 1.5 billion to man.
Dollar, you can say 11.
You can say 11 cedis.
11 cedis. That will give you about 16.5
billion Ghana cedis. Wow.
We are not catch us who buy an MPP, I buy the car. Yes, a car never was about 16 billion. After back.
Also, a boca.
Your bonnie, you know, and who sees transfer is about 16 billion.
Hey, after back,
your bonnie or musi, you know, you see transfer is about this figure.
Wow.
So, Oton at the time, I'm not price, you know, and I'm 8,000. And this is how much difference we would have made.
India Ankakure betimi de bi kura san atoso amakuya for kura bi.
Ya beto so amakuya for tie Kennedy. Esan say omo ka say da hon, e ka da hon say bi ene say omo ankasa no ta omo fura be me 2016 sika omo antua e fa makuya for. We see a couple of business for ba be ene ka ho bi. But the big thing say, also what market price e ko ya ko dun pepe so dey ton kokoo $1,800. Aban ka say mami ni trim na ye hwe say e ka be da ho kura na. They say I need beyond a bit best one. A boy a becoso. You to near a ton a boy bit in your boy, not you to near to your candy. So this was the opportune time. Thank you, bit me after our candy. Then so there no more year. About to walk on Toka.
Wait,
what be a buffer say, or bit me a stage, no music and yama, I was here. Me baba Jimmy now we have a mentally having no the animal best stand your man no atu I don't know what cocoa board time a day.
In fact, me who be cry wo me who be wo social media so na pokun so edni list to edni so de enemu say contract bi ni me bi ni nam say enema basa na e basa ese na wodi kankan koku akuafo no ne bre nti in all this no koku akuafo no eni da so bi wo homo ma na afia na
se dia yakodro ne dia dawo enema mienu ene bitumi asi esan se o ma twere ma bona sei eni no ai da sa ban da ka se mia na me ko fa sa how we buy se na me yai forward sale policy na mama ye nyai your friend say good projections aye na man ko fa nkofo mo man ko kontokwa enka we ama nti mia na me ko fa buy and no certainty no magiatu na makuku board tika the difference are abano on fentia kuku klinika announce say committee for board so because yes no kure woman no and then I tell me see as me cancer asemi anapay matese o mampani kasa mafo abidi ekiri shami ma muslim also to TV so what kind of same thing say never meeting account so moye
okay
it is the mechanic na say be busrim very busrim kasem
nti ida say koko obuo no ye bete so ana say aban be pesika na odi atua koko akuafo ne ka ya say abedu ba bia adwin say nipa mienu a wo mo kono what do you think should happen to them
there be o dey nti na wo so ko me bo dawru a bit me about say general manager any programs manager a be kontokwa
there be because programs manager no e general manager na say
yes now so a son say amanyosem ohun no say oye politics na dey number or not because the human na dey number one thing or the open and the mean to me emfa ho so bro Randy Abi. Of course, also as manager and also to me, actually also board meeting, which is music akra wetiwa. Now, no kure wom so say, Abranti na ni for this Abranti the better now, okay problems, no. You should be able to call the guy to order. And tell you that Krati, I think a cocoa board for now is this guy the there. There should be the work penny or also cost some penny, no. But the president has allowed them.
I see. One unfortunate issue so yatin say ene cocoa crano yedi gu e mobotone fertilizer botum ene yedeko. Minim se no so atia.
Mate no moment to say the details of it.
Okay.
And no men pese make him wasem.
All right.
Mate. But pese en sema American.
Me nyeti na me bisa sa me pese me hu say Yahoo pictures any videos of Sadia no if no credit ya say no so nsunsuan so cocoa beans na ye dey kwama no akoton so meboa.
Oh yes, it does. For the quality of cocoa no, how we bag cocoa no kra no, it has a way of affecting the price. Ya mo ka so cocoa Ghana cocoa ebo ne ye pa wo soro ne ade. How we treat the cocoa no, and look how we and the cocoa no inya sa value. So if cocoa na inya sa treatment na, it affected. Indeed, so juice tax ya yedi cocoa gum e wo ye meimu no. The woman say any juice tax kekewu e we say wo hwevu say emit a certain standard. If you answer ye be make afo no e cocoa research click e mo test you say it meets that standard and sakura nako. If you to me go for to be out
I see. Well, we'll be na sinanu ya ne kofa ba nti ya ejejirejin. But ukwe mi hu say o ye post bi on Facebook say in all issues here ekosui cocoa board for ato Land Cruisers 4 e dey ama CUs any pickups be say 110. Na eno de omunya ska we hin.
So mo se ka wo. Ana yes ha no mo ka.
So omo ma boka ka wo.
Omo se ka wo wa yentumi ntua. Eno de aho chire de aba. But the current thing to koto cars. Randy Abbey, he's been going on friend say radio tour.
Yes.
And a cow. Oh my make us as my make him a boy. And my spokesperson, oh my cousin a boy. Oh, in fact, wouldn't that director legal or NDC or what the friend is say, Cocoa Board is here. Or that's the NDC customer for.
Sir.
Oh, he's been spending time at Cocoa Board, a Juma or not or the NDC as him.
I see.
How many Americans?
Or the oh, no one that said now you said a squad to crack him said Randia Bene Abronye issue no crack and say or Randia Be a use Cocoa Board legal department no edit in the private cases.
Oh yeah. Well, and Kawati be that.
Wow.
Information is several cases. About the saying a Cocoa Board lawyer the Cocoa Diasem. But what the man not car na sem. Cars no makoto. Cars in fact chief executive in the deputy to the NDC said the idea na bomb no is almost to be cars in fee. Cocoa Board car park is here e go
car ni si ho.
Oh e go
so almost mean tena mu mpia bonten.
Pickups near Omakoto director's cars. Omakoto is Cocoa Board car park. Minya say the no car you may hear free wa and yes idea and all Cocoa Board car park a car you go.
You be quite
Cocoa Board car park. You find them. No. It's not a lie, but me, I'm not against Cocoa Board better cars. Because Ejima we no unya cars na the Ejima. Name so ka say si teni wa obetie cocoa ku eni ni ka dia. Any other than this car now the koto car. Sir. Omo ya na me dey post me with en comfort kan say Cocoa Board chief executive honorable Bawumia. Land Cruiser use here Cocoa Board. It was a Land Cruiser area registered 2016. It was bought by the previous administration. He used the same Land Cruiser for 2025 for free.
I see.
Now, which car did he use? No, for the Cocoa Board, I'm a car now.
Wow, can I use
my personal car? throughout. I left.
A hard dream, pa. You don't want to
say. Now, Coco, or Breno. Bosman, and then you feel the cow.
Share me no case, if Papa I send you a message. Your friend Komosi, or say good morning, top team. Komosi is also a victim of the cocoa board issue. November to February, no payment. Even the recent harvest are still sitting on the farm. Purchasing clerks have refused to accept them. Aban Papa Bampuni, Komosi. I know the shall say by. Until say November, any February or the coin, Yaji in Tria. Na nia watia hata na fedie Coco Clark ni se onyi bium don't mention fee
there be na oji dia ye den because wo ji a nipa no ba da woka e no ju we sika ne mfama no e ya na mate se Coco board for ye diska ba enti muntwen ye diska ba ya muntwen and I'm like must they deceive the farmer? How did they come by the money? So Unisa over 120 million now was on the if you have one. It means a million. They are supposed to give the farmers the LBCs billions. About 11 billion.
I have some
11 billion. Now what's your Oko toka de fu ade omo kwafu mu kura omo de
akunya rubber se ho
so om the so abedo onye akuani
no bo political suit near the civil chair rubber se ho near the akosi afu near team
and be kire o
and the fifi bu afu post yi se mo ne oraju se bu ahe du mu ani kura ana mo kwafu ma na mo hwehwe volunteer boot na mo tete plastic chair so Munim post di yo yatim era vi wa fi da se no pay ene ebra na edi ko da chi bia so so da se bre ne ko mate yo yatim sa fifi bu afokane no ne kasama koko bodo adwumaku no o ma ehunu post ni di o ma ehunu post ni di da se bre o ma ehunu post ni di o tro mu se di edi post akoto Land Cruiser opuni Dr. Opuni the Land Cruiser otena mu ye adwuma no enum na Joseph Boahedu ebetena ye adwuma 8 years eno gya hokoye enrande abeba yi wato Land Cruisers emono maako 9
anka what
wato pickups maako 110 owi a osikuku afford ye onya sika nyeden entu omuka okoko no wade agu ho na wose wontua
odi atroto aba otwem koso
na wadi atro de atom so nti koku afford mo na mo ye ya na ekofa ba ye obi a oden ujejereje anope Mrs. Evelyn appear dankwa wo UK anope good morning to you or say or share na on kan che say omaya iko nti ye gene so ene ebusuafo mu tie nyina Dr. Kenneth Oliver anope good morning to you ye hu say mudodo na so amaye message that's bre enti ba bia ba du no
ansam na fifi aka ni nyina no
aba bia ba du no
che say eniema ekoso Cocoa board ho ne die hadwin na President Mahama the second time we there Ghana for adi beye musuo asese so bi ba no be di one time no kwa no matter what mo me ma no mabio cause aseba wo ba no ana ba wo ba ye no wa anya na dwen so obebu o manyo we ye na dwen se ase Ghana for gu nanimu ase 2016 enti se anu gu ase Ghana for di gu no 2016 no ono so be che Ghana for pa enti dia wa ye nye amamuo no obu na mamu na President Mahama obu no Ghana ha se se ono ne nkrofo no che se wo mo dinemu a 4 years yo mbe ye bia di bia no mkombe
eno Dr. Bernard Okoboy e kan sin bi ne ne ya adwen se unu se aban bi ye se renaming ye rename airport yes a let's we lose focus I say yes say ekure beku krama na tona pampem
akoda won chine no se mo ni sumai
dabi ti aban no mesim se maka se this year and he be hu aban no modern bo last year die na ye kufuado
odidi kufuado
amamu na na wori di hu enti this year and he be hu aban no modern bo kasan